Today, I will be reading The Mouse Hoax. A strange little gift. It was a busy day in my office. The telephones wouldn't stop ringing. Hello, I answered my desk phone. Mr. Stilton? It's Mitzi Masterson. Remember me? Yes, I answered my cell phone. Stilton, it's Andrew Whitetail about the manuscript. On top of all the phone calls, every few minutes someone entered my office and I lost my train of thought. Oh, excuse me. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Stilton, Geronimo Stilton, and I am the publisher of the Rodent Gazette, the most famous newspaper on Mouse Island. So I was in my office when an enormous package entered the room. A familiar snout poked out from behind it. Happy birthday, Stilton, a voice shouted. It was my friend, Hercule Poirot, the famous detective. Birthday? I repeated, but today isn't my birthday. Oh well, Hercule replied as he placed the package on my desk. You should take a day off anyway. Oh no, I can't, I told him. I have a lot to do today. Hercule got closer to my desk. Yes, I see that, he said. You're always here working. You should get out more. A change would be good for you. Come with me to my office. My whiskers trembled at the thought of a flea-infested shack Hercule calls his office. He's a real, complete slob. And his office is a total disaster. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't, I told him quickly. I really have to finish this article. Hercule sighed. All right, Stilton, but I'll go. But first, open the little gift I got you. Aren't you even a little curious about what's inside it? You're a real stinker. Inside the package was a painting. It was no masterpiece. And in fact, it looked like it had been painted by my little cousin Messy Paws. And he's just a baby. It was a real stinker. In the lower right-hand corner were the painter's initials P.M. Do you like it, Hercule asked me. Yes, of course, I replied. I didn't want to offend him. But it's a bit odd. Where'd you get it? A while ago I met a rat who was down on his luck, Hercule replied. He gave it to me in exchange for some bread and cheese. Isn't it great? At that moment, one of the new editors, Katie Cheesehart, popped in. Are you ready for the art exhibit? She said. Tonight is the opening, remember? Oh, for the love of cheese, I had completely forgotten about the art show of the opening of the great painter Pablo Mauso. Petunia Pretty Paws called, Katie told me. She and Bugsy Wugsy will be there. Ah, Petunia Pretty Paws. She's the most fantastic rodent I know. I have a teeny, tiny crush on her. You can bring guests, Katie reminded me. I'll come, Hercule said easily. I sighed. Hercule's a very good friend, but whenever he's around, I end up in a sea of trouble. Well, actually, I promised Benjamin I'll take him, I replied. Right at that moment, my dear little nephew appeared. Hi, Benjamin, I exclaimed. Hi, Uncle G, Benjamin said as he gave me a hug. Is Hercule coming with us to the show? How nice. Hercule winked at me and we all left together. A fantastic villa. The show is in Master Masso's house. This guy sure has a fantastic villa, exclaimed Hercule. Shh, I quieted him down. Do you want them to kick us out? At that moment, I heard the sweetest voice behind me. Hi, G. It was Petunia Pretty Paws. Then a little mouse with black braids jumped out at me and threw her arms around my neck. It was Bugsy, Petunia's niece and Benjamin's best friend. I let the ladies enter first, and I gave the invitations to the butler. Mr. Stilton, the butler exclaimed. What an honor. Are these other guests with you? Yes, this is my nephew, Benjamin, I replied. And this is the famous investigator, Hercule Poirot. Hercule was busy waving his magnifying glass in the butler's face. My snout turned purple with embarrassment, but the butler didn't twitch a whisper. Welcome, he said kindly. Please climb that main stairway. On the second floor, you'll see the buffet. Have a good evening. Thank you, I replied, trying to smile through my embarrassment. Hercule disappeared into the crowd. I offered my arm to Petunia, and we climbed the main stairway that led to the second floor. The Great Masso. The main hall was full of people admiring the paintings that hung on the wall. On one corner, I saw a rodent surrounded by photographers and admirers. It was Master Masso. I wanted to see if I could get a picture of it too, Bugsy said as she showed off her digital camera with pride. Come with me, Benjamin. Can I come, Uncle G? Benjamin squeaked. Of course, Benjamin, I said. I was finally alone with Petunia when Hercule suddenly appeared, speaking loudly as he was snacking. But chomp. That guy, chomp, chomp. I chomp. Hercule, I scolded. You should talk with your mouth full. He just laughed. While you fill your head with art, I fill my stomach with food. My snout turned purple with embarrassment. He ignored me. Listen up, Stilton. Hercule whispered. That massive guy. I've seen him before, but I can't remember where. I just might go over and ask him, and he disappeared again. Petunia turned to me and smiled sweetly. Why don't we go and get something to eat? So we approached a super crowded refreshment table. I just managed to get my paws on 2 girls' tarts when a rodent asked, do you like my work? Tarts and countess. The rodent stuck at his paw. It's very nice to meet you, he said. I'm Master Pablo. Maso. My name is Stilton. I'm a Sultan, I stuttered. I can hardly believe I was speaking with the master. Oh, I know who you are, he replied with a smile. And I want to offer an exclusive interview for your newspaper. What do you say? That sounds fabulous, I exclaimed. When can we do it? Right away. Just follow me into my study. You naturally, your lovely girlfriend can come with us. My snout turned purple with embarrassment. I haven't yet had the courage to tell Petunia how I feel about her. Can our niece and nephew come too? Petunia asked. It would be a pleasure to meet them, Asa replied. Meanwhile, Hercule was approaching. I didn't want him to see us. Who knows what kind of mess Hercule will get me into. But right as he was arriving, Massa mumbled something and ran off. Taste this, Hercule said as he shoved a tart into my mouth. The tart went down the wrong pipe, and I turned red, then green, then as white as a mozzarella. Hercule hit me really hard on my back until I spat at the tart. Flew across the room, hitting Countess Nobella on the back of the neck. How rude, she shrieked, smacking me with the cane. Oh, for the love of bananas, Hercule shouted. Something when will you learn to leave old ladies alone? When she heard Hercule call her an old lady, Countess Nobella began chasing after him instead. I sighed with relief and led Petunia out of the way.